We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Ritter. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's Ritter. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And bulldozing his way through. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. You look at this Niner defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Ritter back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 41 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Back to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Niners at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9. Ritter going to change it up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. and sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ritter will set up to throw it. His throw incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Ritter from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He completes this to Walker. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Walker. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will not be denied. Into the end end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Back to throw, Ritter.
That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Ritter to throw it.
And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them, because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
This 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last two snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 19 yards away. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ritter now. He'll find Metcalf. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Trying the left side with Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Oh, it's a wobbler here.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 18 on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A give running left now, Garendo.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside the 25. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the 49ers strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Ritter going to change up the look. On 3rd down, here's Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll look to throw.
That is intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calling a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Brandon, you got some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
Keeps himself upright. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Ritter looks to throw it. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for San Francisco, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year.